Greetings. We are faced with a continual bombardment of attack thoughts. Thoughts that demand our immediate attention. Most of these thoughts come from our recollections of the past. Past events that disturbed us greatly at the time they were happening. And that disturbance seems to grow greater and greater each time we revisit them in our thoughts. These thoughts generate a very negative energy field all around us and influence very greatly how we face each moment as it unfolds before us. I offer for your consideration a fairly simple, straightforward way to dissipate these negative energies when they attack us. I'm going to demonstrate very quickly the process, and then we'll go through it so that you'll have a chance to practice along with me. The goal here is to dissipate and release the negative energies that we carry with us from moment to moment, month to month, and year after year. I make a gentle fist with my right hand, and I'm going to be tapping the middle of my chest bone beneath the throat. Even though I have forgotten who I am, I choose to remember the light of love shines within me now. Even though I have forgotten who I really am, the light of love shines within me now. Even though I have forgotten who I really am, the light of love shines within me now. That's it. That's the treatment for attack thoughts. And now I ask you to do it with me. I will say a short phrase, and you repeat it after me. And we'll do this initial phrasing 3 times while we are gently tapping on our chest bone. Gentle fist, right hand. Start tapping about 1 per second, a gentle tap. And repeat after me. Even though I have forgotten who I am, I choose to remember the light of love is shining in me now. Even though I have forgotten who I am, the light of love is shining in me now. Even though I have forgotten who I am, the light of love is shining in me now. I gently grasp my left wrist and give 3 quick squeezes. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. That's the treatment. The more we practice this treatment, the more we are inviting the light of love into our consciousness, and the light simply shines the darkness away. And throughout the day, it might be inconvenient to go through the whole treatment process. And a very easy to implement shortcut is when you are conscious of a negative attack thought from the past, simply grasp the left wrist with the right hand and simply say, "The light of love is shining in me now." Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. A short, quick reminder. These reminders will become lodged in our subconscious minds and unleash that freshness of the light shining in to illuminate our mind and our thoughts. So let me repeat the whole process. I'll be pausing after each phrase so that you can repeat it after me. I've just experienced an attack thought, something from the past that I dread, that I fear, that elicits that fight or flight response from me. And I say, I need to treat this. I need to let it go. Make a gentle fist with my right hand and begin tapping my chest bone. Even though I have forgotten who I am, I remember the light of love is shining in me now. Even though I have forgotten who I am, the light of love is shining in me now. Even though I have forgotten who I am, the light of love is shining in me now. The light of love is shining in me now. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And throughout the day, if you are comfortable in repeating this treatment, I recommend you going through the full procedure. And when you just need a quick reminder, just gently grip your left wrist with your right hand and say, or even think, without speaking, the light of love is shining in me now. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. The light of love is shining in me now. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. The light of love is shining in me now. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And by this action, we're not simply idly sitting by, letting these attack thoughts wreak their havoc on our sense of peace and well-being. We are taking an active step in letting these attack thoughts go. They are serving no function other than to disrupt our sense of peace and well-being. We have the power within us to let these attack thoughts go, along with our identity that we have forgotten. We have forgotten that we do have this power to let these attack thoughts go. The light of love is shining in us now. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I remember this truth. Oftentimes I forget it. Oftentimes throughout the day. And I believe one of my functions here on planet Earth is to not only remember the truth of who we are, but to find gentle and loving ways to help other people remember the truth of who they are. The light of love is shining in us now. Blessings on your journeys.